What's up, everybody, and happy Monday, happy Memorial Day. If you're like me, and even though we're through this quarantine, I've been working the whole time. But today you should have a day off and just really spend time, with your family. And I think Memorial Day is about remembering like the veterans in it. Well, no, I guess that would be Veterans Day. I'm not quite sure, but I love when I have these holidays because I do like to spend time with my family. Like I literally have been spending time with my family all weekend long, so it's been great. And then today I'm gonna go spend time with my family too, barbecue, hang out with the kids, all of that fun stuff. So happy Monday, glad to have a day off. I actually did some cleaning. My house kind of looks a mess right now, but I'm putting it back together. But yeah, so hope everyone is having a great start to their Monday. Let's get right into it. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. This week is our last week of our May goal focus, which was to be you. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of where we are or how we got here, how we got to where we are now. So the first week we talked about who you are, or we posed a question to ourselves, asking ourselves a question of who are you? So who are you? Who am I? And I really like this. I really like that week because outside of just the physical and the obvious features of ourselves, like for myself, I'm African American, I'm 29 years old, the things that people know about me just by meeting me or talking to me or even looking at me or any of my social media accounts. Outside of that, the question really dives deep into looking at your personality, your character traits, your morals, your values, things that you would define yourself as outside of your physical being, okay? Or outside of your physical makeup. So I really like that one because it allowed us to do some identification and really identify what our identity is, which is what we talked about the next week. So the next week we talked about identity, and I'm going to get back into the definition of identity in just a second, but we kind of weaved that question from the first week into our identity because in order to actually be you, you have to understand who you are, what your identity is. And then towards the end of that week, we also started a discussion about authenticity and our authentic selves, because part of having an identity is understanding what is authentic about you, okay? What is genuine about you that is different from anyone else? Because honestly, that's part of what makes up who you are. And then we carry that on through the third week, and then the end of the second week to the third week. And then last week we finished our conversation about authenticity, and then we weaved in confidence with that too. So with authenticity, we talked about a lot of our authentic space, which we're going to get back into this week just because I really like that term and that phrase, authentic space. But we also talked about confidence and having the confidence to live in your authentic space and not just be there, not just be you, but be you every single day. Like that should be your lifestyle. That should be your way of being. You don't know anything else to do but to be you. And so this week we're going to talk about living in our truth. And so it's kind of weird that we're talking about this now and it didn't come earlier in the month, because I feel like in order to truly be who you are, you really have to understand what your truth is in order that way you can live in that truth every single day. So yeah, it is kind of weird that it's coming at the end of the month, but I think it'll be a great capstone to the month that we've talked about, and it'll just like bring everything together so that when we have finished this week, we truly understand what it means not only to be ourselves, but how to live in that truth or how to live in that authentic space. So week 2, we talked about identity, and the definition of identity is the fact of being who or what a person or a thing is. So the fact, and I think I mentioned this when we were talking about it in week 2, but the key words that we want to bring out this week are the fact, okay? So your identity or the identity of anything is fact. It's like these glasses, for example. The identification of these glasses are that they are glasses, okay? That is fact, that is true. No one can come here and say like, oh no, those aren't glasses, that's a headband, or those are shoes. No, the fact of the matter is these are glasses, okay? I bought them as glasses, they were made to be glasses. These are glasses, okay? So that is this object's or this thing's truth, is that they are glasses, and part of their identity is to help be a fashion piece first of all, but also help shield your eyes from the sun, and things of that nature. So those are some facts about these glasses. Now, in order for us to do the same thing for ourselves, number one, we have to understand what the intention was behind why we were created. So again, that's going back to our creator, Jesus Christ, and figuring out why we were created in the first place. And then understanding, okay, now that I know why I'm created, what's my purpose, pretty much. Okay. And again, we're going back to purpose because it's going to be in probably every single month focus that we're talking about here. But so the fact is that in order for us to understand who we are, or our identity, is knowing what is true about ourselves. And again, that's what we're going to talk about this week, because this week's focus is living in your truth, or just understanding the truth behind who we are. And then that's how you will be able to confidently live in your authentic space. You'll be able to answer the question that we posed week 1 of who are you, outside of just saying like, oh, I'm an African American, I'm a female, I'm a male, I'm a supervisor, or whatever your job description is. Like, you'll be able to answer that question with more deep thought into it, because you are more than the things that you have gotten into. You are more than your race, you're more than your gender, you're more than your affiliations, okay? And to truly understand and be confident in who you are, you have to understand what your truth is, and then live that out every single day. So that's what we're going to talk about Wednesday and Friday. And then again on Saturday, I'm going live with my special guest, myself. One thing I'm going to start doing is probably, if not later today, then definitely tomorrow, I'm going to post questions out there for you guys to answer, not just about me, but just about topics in general. Like, I want to get a good dialogue, especially since I'm going to be going live by myself. I want to get a good dialogue of some things to talk about. So I'll be putting questions. Please answer them. They'll be on Facebook, they'll be on Instagram, so we can get a good conversation going back and forth. So yeah, that is our focus for this week. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day today and a fabulous Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys again on Wednesday. Bye.